All right, we are live. Just waiting for some people to join, so I'm going to stop the video for a second. We will get started here in just a little bit. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start today. I'm not going to really talk too much about, traveling or look to see if anybody has any presentations or anything. Basically, this is going to be more of like an information kind of meeting. So what we're going to talk about today is we will be talking about how to increase the value of the IEG travel group. We will talk about the IEG profile page, what to do with that. And we'll talk about how to start sharing and posting with some new updates as to how we need to share. Okay, so the first thing, how do we increase the value of how do we increase the value of the IEG travel group? Well, we're doing a great job of, people are posting and, they have all kinds of information that they're putting out there, which is awesome. I love it. What I need is a couple things. Let me see if I can find a post real quickly. Okay. All right. I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So here's someone that posted. Looks like this is an original post. Okay. And it says, I want to cycle on this road. It says IEG travel, which is awesome. Okay. This looks incredible. I would like to travel there too. Now, what happens is what I want you guys to understand is that this post, we want this post to be posted out. That's great. Okay. But when we talk about like posts like this should be just for contacts. This should be just for if you've created a group and it's all IEG members. And I'll show you that in a second, what I'm talking about. But the best way to do it right now, I think, would be to post to your contacts, okay? Don't post publicly. We don't need this picture everywhere all the time, okay? Because what's happening is it's starting to kind of clog up, and I'm going to show you what I mean by clog up the news feed. So we have to share this in a smarter way, okay? So what we're going to do, hey, Tim, how you doing? So she posted this. What I can do is I can go here and I can say, I'm going to share this. Okay. I might say something even. I might put some information. I'm going to do this just as an example, so that you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I like to click on the show post. I want that post to be shown. Okay. Then we go down here. Now here's the thing that we need to kind of regulate what we do. When I want to post publicly, that means it's going to go all over WebTalk and people all over the place are going to see it. Do I want to clog up my news feed with this picture? Probably not. I think it's a beautiful picture. I think a lot of people would like it, but I don't think all of WebTalk needs to see it. And the reason I'm saying this is because I think our group needs to interact more with each other than with everyone. Okay. Now, I think that what you would do is maybe every once in a while, yeah, post publicly. You know, every once in a while when you have something really awesome, do it. But if you have, 10 pictures of dessert, don't post all that in a row. Don't post that all over all over WebTalk, because what it's doing is it's decreasing the value of IEG. People are going to get frustrated with that and say, that's just too much stuff. I can't handle seeing all of that stuff. And they're going to disconnect from us. And I don't want that to happen. I want more and more people to join, because the stuff that you guys are putting out there is actually really good information. I love it. When I see a post and it has all information, it has pictures, it's incredible. Okay. So I'm going to share it. I'm going to write my own words. I think it's pretty cool. I appreciate it. What I should be doing is I should be commenting, and I'll show you that in a second. Comments and emojis to me are even better than just sharing every single thing. Okay. But if you do want to share it, you're going to share it. You're going to click on this. What I would do is say contacts only for most of you. Most of you haven't quite figured out how to create a group. Now, for myself, I've created a group, and if I go here and I have a professional group, I have it set up, I have Innovative English Global, and I have the IEG travel group. So when I see someone and I friend someone and connect with someone, if I think that they are IEG, then I will put them in the IEG travel group. Actually, I put them in the Innovative English Global group, but then the IEG travel group, I hashtag so that I have that. But I've got that group set up so that when we have pages and stuff, I can start putting everybody in that page. But most of you are just going to have, just regular public group. So I'm going to click out of this because it's not a custom. I'm going to click back on this, and I'm going to say contacts only. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, if you want, connect to your, Facebook, LinkedIn, all that, you can do that here too. I'm not going to, but I'm going to share this, okay, to my contacts. Okay. Then I should probably do this just to be nice. Put that in there. I'm going to click my like. Okay. Now, this is what I think that we should do more of. Is the travel group has started putting comments, but then they add a link to their post. Okay, so a link from something that they did. So let me try to do this without wasting too much time. We got plenty of time, so let's see. I'm gonna try to do this correctly so that you guys can see what I'm trying to explain here. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to the news feed. I should have copied that. I really should have copied that link first, guys, so then I wouldn't waste your time, but that's okay. So let's see if there's, oh, yep, there it is. Oh, no. Okay, this is mine. Okay, what I'm gonna, well, I should be able to find it. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is, okay, so this one was shared, right? So this one was shared. Hopefully they shared it to the contacts. And so we have 11 shares on this post that people should have just commented an emoji or shared to their contacts. So I'm actually gonna go to this person's thing and look at this. Okay, so this is what I would do. This is what I think everybody in IEG should be doing, because I saw this and I saw a lot of the Vietnamese people are doing this, what I'm going to show you in the comments. And I think that as IEG members, this is what we should do. Okay. If you look, okay. Oh, I'm a non-connection with this person. Well, that's not going to work. Shoot. That's okay. Well, at least I liked it. So when you click on that, and this is a great point. If you click on that and it says you can't comment, you can hit the emoji and you could share that the first time, because that's just being nice. Okay. Because you do want to support them. That's being nice. So go ahead and do that. But if it says I can't comment, all that means is that you guys aren't connected yet. So what you want to do is you want to connect with that person so that next time you can make a comment when you see their stuff. So if I can't comment, that means I'm not connected. So what you do is you go to you click on their name, you connect with them, whether you put them in a group or whether you just have them as your contacts, whatever, connect with the people that are in IEG. That's awesome. Okay. So I am just going to edit this comment to show you what I want you to do. Remember when I went, oh shoot. Remember when I went to and copied the link from my post of pictures? What I'm going to do, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in here, not to sign up with WebTalk, but this is a link to one of my posts. And I think that in IEG, this is something that we need to start doing all the time. Everybody needs to start doing this. Make a comment, that's awesome. And then put in a link to one of your posts. Why are we doing that? Because I've supported this person. They're probably going to look through the comments and go, oh man, Teacher Andy, he messaged me. That's really cool. Oh, he has a link. So I'm going to click on it. And now it sends me to someone else's post. That's a travel post. And what happens is now I would go here, message, and put another link, one of my links, or someone else's link would come in here and put a link, and then we would be able to go and support each other by clicking on our links, going to that link, typing in a comment, an emoji, and then pasting in one of our links. Do we have to share? No, we don't even have to share anymore, because we're already putting our links for other people to see and to post. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense as far as what I want to do to kind of increase the value is if we are sharing links of posts in our comments instead of share, we're not going to clog the news feed. And when I say clog the news feed, this is what I mean. Let me go down a little bit. Hopefully I can find it. I saw it earlier today, and I'm sure I'm going to find it here in a second, because I'll be able to show you exactly what I mean when I say clog the internet or the news feed. A lot of people. Okay, here we go. So I've gone through this news feed. Look at how there's different stuff, different things, posts. Now, guys, if I see a post for a Zoom meeting, a teacher, I'm going to share that, and I'm probably going to share it publicly. Okay. Or if I see a live either going on or a live recording of a class, I'm going to share that publicly. Why? Because we want people in Web Talk to see these classes and join and be part of it and interact and help us. Okay. Now, if I see something like, this is just a regular video, I would probably just share to my contacts. Not everyone needs to see that. Okay. All right. So now I've seen a bunch of different posts. Great. That's exactly what I want to see, different posts. Now let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then finally me. Okay. This is what I'm talking about when I say we're clogging the news feed. I don't think that I need to know 10, 15 different things about peppers unless I am a pepper enthusiast. Okay. So what that means is, guys, is if you have a group of people that are very interested in peppers and how to grow peppers, and quite honestly, I'm one of those people. I would like to grow peppers and be a better pepper growing person. So I would probably watch these things. But if I'm not someone like that, I'm going to get really irritated with someone copying and pasting or sharing publicly all these posts about peppers. Now, if you had a group that was, all about the peppers, then you would create that group. Okay. Or create hashtags or whatever, but you would share that, but share within the contacts. So this says 10 shared. Okay. How many of those people, when they shared, just went share, hit the share button? Oh shoot, I think I might have shared it accidentally. Let's see. How many people would just hit share? And boom, this comes up, public, boom, they hit share. I bet all of them did. What I want you guys to do is when you hit that share button, make sure that it's contacts only. Okay. That's what you need to click on. Okay. One other thing, if I click on this to make a comment and it says I can't comment or I'm not allowed to comment, this could be two problems. One, we could not be connected, or two, it could be that I didn't properly check to make sure that I did it correctly. Now, let me show you how to figure that out. I'm going to share this. Okay. Let's say I'm going to share something. Blah, 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 blah. I share something. Okay. My computer's being slow again. So I'm going to share this, right? When I click on here, I'm going to share it to the contacts, but then if you look down here, see how this says allow comments, no, yes? For some reason, there is a little glitch. I'm sure it will be fixed to be comments always on, but you need to make sure that you say allow comments, because if you're not allowing comments, people aren't getting to comment and support you. Once again, is this going to increase the value of IEG? Yes, because if you have this as no, then what's going to happen? Everybody's going to share, and it's going to clog the news feed, and everyone's going to get upset. So always make sure that when you post something, make sure to click on that. And I know it's a little silly, it kind of goes in and out. That's fine. That's what we're testing. We're making sure that everything's fine. So, things like this happen when you're testing. We are in beta. So make sure that you click on the allow comments and then all contacts, then you would post, tag people, whatever you need to do, put your videos in, and then post. Okay. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense for you when we're talking about, hey, we have got to stop clogging the news feed, and we've got to stop sharing everything publicly. Share it to your contacts. I know when I'm an IEG person and I see travel stuff, yes, I think it might be the most amazing thing ever, and I want the whole world to see it. The whole world might not like travel as much as we do. Okay. And it might kind of push them away from interacting. But I would say, have a rule for yourself. Maybe every 5th post you do publicly. Maybe every 10th post you do publicly, so that, yes, that information does kind of shoot out there every once in a while, but most of your posts, make sure it's comments. And then when you comment on someone, make sure to paste the link of one of your awesome IEG travel posts, so that that person can go to your post, maybe connect with you, or maybe comment over there on your post and create more value, more points. Okay. So this is an everybody thing. I think that you should do that. I think it's a wonderful idea that the someone in the Vietnamese group started doing. They started making comments and then posting their link. I think it's wonderful. I think it's an amazing idea, and I think that everybody should do it. Okay. So I think I've talked about posting and increasing the value. I'm going to stop the share for a second, and then I'm going to share again. And we're going to talk a little bit about this new profile page. Now, teachers, if you watch this, I think you should do the same thing. You should share this and look at the Innovative English Global. We're building a profile page for literally only information. Okay. I don't want anything else on here. Please do not post. Please do not comment unless it's the comment responding to what I have posted. Okay. And I'll explain to you what that means. So first part, if there are any teachers in IEG that are watching this video, I want you to put your information in the recommendations section. So what I want to do is, because we're going to create a list of teachers and the information that they are, that is about them. Now, if you look at this, it is kind of hard to read all this because it is kind of smashed together. Once again, something that I'm pretty sure will be fixed. But right now you can't show spaces when you do your, when you type in a recommendation. So what I want you to do is I want you to write a recommendation, but the recommendation is about you. So it's more of like a profile, like a promotion of who you are. Okay. And what you want to do is you can look at this as an example, classes I teach. Okay. And then Nalusa put in all this stuff in here, and then it's going to say, about me. Okay. We need an about me. You need the classes I teach. You need an about me. She's writing about her. Class times. When does she have class? She's writing in here what times in her country, her time. If you can't figure that out, Google is very simple to say, what time is it in France? And I'll figure it out from there. Okay. So she's listed all the classes that she has in the times. All other classes that might be different, she'll put in her news feed. Her WebTalk link is this. Her Zoom link is this. Okay. So teachers, I really, really, really need you to start sending me your information. What you can do is you can send it to my personal TalkMail, or you can send it to TalkMail here in Innovative English Global once you get connected. Now, Some of you are following and I haven't connected you yet, so I'm sorry. I will get on that. But what I want you to do, this information, just look at what she wrote and then make one for yourself that has these different things. Send it to me in TalkMail. I will edit it, send it back to you. Then you will write in here as a recommendation, but it's not a recommendation about IEG Network. Do not make recommendations about Innovative English Global. That's not what this is for. This is for teachers to write a profile information about themselves. Okay. What am I trying to think? Oh yeah, so send it to me. I will edit it. Someone will edit it. We'll send it back to you. Then you will write you will paste your information into the recommendation. And now we have a teacher. We have what classes they teach, a little bit about them, what times they teach, their Zoom links, all that. If you see a teacher on here, you should be connecting to their link. As soon as I see a teacher, I should be clicking on that and making sure that I'm connected. Okay, anybody that's a student in IEG or anybody related somehow to IEG, start clicking on every teacher and connecting with those teachers. Okay, so that you can start being part of the support group that we are working on very hard to get a solid support group, because, you know, just a few weeks, hopefully, an app will come out and we need all the connections and stuff done. Okay, so students and teachers as well. What I want you to do, I want you to follow Innovative English Global. Okay, when you follow Innovative English Global, you'll connect. At some point, someone will connect back with you. And when you are connected with Innovative English Global, you'll be able to comment and do all that. So let's look at what we want from people. I'm going to make posts. Maybe Teacher Tim will make a post, whatever. Students, teachers, do not make posts on here, please. Only comment on the posts if you're asked to comment, because this isn't for posting and all that. This is for information. Okay, so what I want you to do is you need to read the post. Okay, this says shout out who gave you their link. Members of IEG, tell us whose link you use to sign up to WebTalk. Hashtag any groups that you are in related to IEG. So this person wrote, Teacher Toto invited me, great, to WebTalk. Her invitation link is with her invitation link. Then she hashtags IEG travel, IEG student. That's the hashtag she likes to use as connected to whatever. And I am an English teacher for Vietnamese students every Wednesday. So this person should be sending me their recommendation their profile information, so that I can get them into tell them to put their stuff into the recommendation so we can see them as a teacher. But this person did exactly what we wanted. They said, Teacher Toto invited me to WebTalk. They put in the hashtags, a little bit about them. Great. This person, I want to learn English very much. I hope everyone helped me improving listening and speaking skill better. Did they follow the directions? No, they did not. Okay. This person is connected. Obviously, they wanted to be, they're part of IEG. And I'm going to show you something really quickly as to how I look and make sure that people are from IEG. What this person needs to do. Yeah,
hey,
Tim.
Teacher Andy, really quick, check the replies, because I was in that account to make sure she understood. And look,
okay, go ahead.
Check the replies. I was in there and she got everything done correctly. My fault. My phone. The one that you're going through right now, she didn't do it correctly. She responded in the replies. I'm connected. I'm talking to her in the page.
On this one? Oh,
yeah.
Shred, huh?
Yeah.
That's who invited her.
Invited.
Okay.
So I got her straight.
Okay. So we got it set up. Awesome. Okay. Well, yeah. So someone maybe just didn't read the instructions correctly and added it later. Awesome. That's fine. What I would like for you guys to do is do it just like this. Keep it very simple. Someone invited me, so we know who invited who, and then put in your hashtags a little bit. Okay. So here's some more comments. Teacher Andy, excuse me. Now, people are starting to do that, which is awesome. I love it. And it's starting to look good. We're starting to get that information. Next thing, if you look up here, it says If you are a student in IAG and want to share a small, like 1 to 2 minute video about how IAG is helping you learn, please share here in the comments. Now, you might not be able to share that video per se in the comments, but you can share a link to that video on your news feed. Okay, so you make a video in like YouTube or whatever, and you upload it. Or if you're, got your, OBS software done, and you can just do it live. You could do a live little video, put that link in here, whatever. But it would be really cool if you guys could put some videos in here of you kind of saying what what Innovative English is doing for you. We would like that. Okay. Let's see here. And then here's just some posts from Innovative English. Guys, please don't post all of your stuff in here. Okay. This is just informational. At some point, this will be a page, and then we will open that all up for all of you guys to talk and interact and do all that. And that'll be awesome. But right now, this is just for information so that you have a place that you can go and search for teachers. If you're looking for teachers, talk about your connections, give your testimony. Okay. Now, when someone follows IAG, I'm going to show you real quickly. I'm going to try to find someone that I know is okay. So this guy, if I look at this, I'm pretty sure that this guy is just a person that's trying to connect with everybody. But let's just see, because maybe they're just trying to connect with everybody, but they're also part of IAG. I'm going to look at their news feed real quickly. And I'm going to look for IAG stuff. And when I say I'm looking for IAG stuff, I want to see maybe shares for a teacher's class, maybe a hashtag that has IAG. Does this have anything that is IAG related? I don't see it, and I'm not going to search much farther, okay? Because this isn't what we're looking for, okay? This is not what I need in here, okay? This person is just trying to connect with as many people as possible, to promote their stuff, and that's their choice. That's what they're doing, okay? That's their thing. Now, let's see here. If I look down, I'm going to take a wild guess at, okay, let's see if this is a good guess. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Hopefully we'll see some IAG stuff. And if not, I'll just show you someone who actually already followed, and we'll show you what I mean. So now I'm going to look down here, not seeing too much that is related to IAG. Nope, nothing. Oh, let's see. Nope. So I don't think this person, I don't need to be connected to this person in IAG either. Okay, so understand, guys, that we're just looking for IAG people, or even people that want to be part of IAG. And I think when people want to be part of IAG, we will explain to them what they need to do with this so that they can get connected. Okay, I've already connected to this person, but I just want to show you how I know instantly how this person is IAG related. Oh, look at that first post. What do I see? Hashtag IAG teachers. Boom. I don't have to worry about anything else. I don't have to scroll down here to check and see what every single thing that they've posted, because guess what? People post all kinds of stuff. They can post whatever they want. But as soon as I see one hashtag or one teacher face, and I think I know who this guy is, so I'm good. I can go, okay, I know this teacher. And I see this, whatever. So then I'm going to follow them. Okay. And then once you get followed, then go ahead and put your information in there. Let's see. I think that's about, excuse me. That's about it as far as what I want people to do, especially IAG people. And this is the part that you need to hear. IAG travel, guys. I think we're building a very strong and powerful group. And I think that people are going to start looking at that group and seeing how it interacts and how it works. And they're going to use it as a model for their companies, for their groups, for building things and developing. And so we're gonna show them how powerful this group is, and we're gonna show them how we work together to create revenue, so that we can work on the whole travel thing. We're not quite at the point where we're like, okay, we need to go to this person's post and interact with this until we get a certain amount of revenue. We're not at that point yet. What we are at a point at is learning how to interact with each other the best way possible. The best way possible is don't share everything publicly. Okay, please don't do that. If you hit share, hit share. If you've got a group that is group IG people, cool, do that to your custom groups. If you don't know how to do that, that's fine. We will be explaining that maybe in detail a little bit later on, maybe this week or next. But make sure that you emoji and you comment and you leave a link. Everybody should be leaving a link to something that they posted that's IEG Travel Portal related. Why? Why is this? Well, because we want to create as much activity as possible. If I just say, oh, that's a beautiful picture, that's nice. I gave them something, but maybe that person wants to return the favor for my comment. Well, instead of them having to click and go down my news feed and check everything, I already have a link for them to go and see one of my posts. And if we're IEG people, then we actually are interested in each other's posts. So we should just share all of our posts, but share them with each other, with the contacts. Okay, share, click on contact, make sure the comments are the comments button is on yes, so that people can comment, and start interacting with each other as a group instead of sending all this stuff out publicly and kind of filling people's news feeds with information they don't really need. And quite honestly, if we're sharing publicly and we're commenting publicly, those people might not be in our group, and we want to support each other and build each other's point system up so that the revenue is generated as best as it can be. Okay, so guys, I think everybody's been doing a great job of posting stuff that they're interested, places, food, everything, videos. I love it. All of that information is incredible. We talked to RJ a couple nights ago, and he was saying that to be successful, you have to have content that people want to see, and we're doing that with this group, and I love it. And it's incredible, and we're going to keep doing that, and we're going to keep increasing that value so that we can start reaching some goals. Make sure that you go to the IEG Travel or the Innovative English profile and connect and get going with that. If you are a teacher or teachers, you need to message them or get this message to them that they need to do that. They need to send their rough drafts to me in talk mail, whether it be on my profile or Innovative English Global profile. Send that talk mail with your information. We'll edit it, send it back, and then you can put your information into the recommendations so that more people can see your face, because we have a huge list of teachers, and there's only 2 teachers on the Innovative English Global right now that have profiles. We want all those teachers to have profiles so that when a new person comes in that says, hey, I want to learn, I want to be part of Innovative English Global, but I don't even know who the teachers are. Go to this page, boom, they can look down the list and just see every single teacher, connect with those teachers, and start being part of their class, whatever their class may be. So that's what I wanted to say today. I didn't want to be on too long today because this is more of informational. We've had a couple informational weeks because things are starting to get a little bit different in Web Talk. Things are starting to change a little bit. That's why we come out and we tell you guys that we want you to do things a little bit differently sometimes. And you say, well, a month or 2 ago, you said do this. Yeah, we did. Because we wanted you to be as productive as possible and doing things that are the best for you. And now things have changed in Web Talk, which they're going to change a lot. That's just what happens. It's going to change. and we're going to keep rolling with those changes and giving you, information that, we want you to get so that you become as successful as possible within WebTalk. So if you have questions, guys, please put it in the in my post, the live video post right now. If you're listening, put those questions in there. I haven't looked at it today yet, quite honestly, because I've been talking a lot. And let's see. Let me see here. I will look real fast just to see if there's any questions or any statements that I need to respond to before we get out. All right, let's see here. Martin is listening. Awesome. Okay, nothing important on there as far as like answering questions, which is fine. I know that, we need to come up with some better times. Sunday morning is, my Saturday night. Sunday morning is not working very well right now. Also, quick announcement. There's going to be kind of a marathon this Friday to showcase IEG and all the people that are involved and who they are and what they're all about. Please look at Teacher Tim's. I'm sure on his newsfeed he's going to have information. Look on that if you want to be a part of that. Get on at any time and just talk for a little bit and help us kind of promote this. We're starting to see a lot of people are being interested in IEG, whether it just be the group or whether it actually is about learning, and the IEG travel group, everything. So we're starting to showcase these things. And, if you guys can get on at any of that time in the kind of a marathon live of what's going on and just jump on and, give your input about IEG to people that might be listening and don't quite know exactly what it's about and maybe think like, oh, we're just trying to scam all these people. No, if you're coming on and you're saying, look, this is what I'm doing. This is what I get to do. I get to interact with teachers. I get to interact with, people that are part of travel groups, and I get to interact with people that around the world that I would never have met before. That would be very cool for you to get on and just kind of give your, little bit of insight. Or if you want, do a little video because you might get nervous doing things live. Cool. Do a little video, post it into the IEG profile page. Also, not this Friday, next Friday, July 3rd, is going to be a huge, I'm not going to say huge. I'm going to say it's going to be a really cool event that I would like as many people to be part of live. If you are not part of it live, I would strongly request and hope that everybody would at least click on and comment to show how big this really is. Because what we're going to do is we're going to be showcasing some of the businesses that are part of WebTalk and some, kind of bigger people that are coming in that are being very interested in this group that want to be part of it. And we want to kind of showcase what we can actually do with WebTalk. And I'll definitely be posting more information about that later on. But a big event to kind of showcase some of our businesses that are related to innovative English, and then kind of a little special event for one of our businesses and a person in there to kind of showcase what we can do and the power that we have with this group, with IEG and with IEG Travel. The power of this group is becoming something that people are looking at and wanting to know more about. And we're getting a lot more interest from other groups in WebTalk, as well as other groups in Facebook, and Instagram and stuff like that. So that's really cool that we're getting that information. Okay. Tim, did you have anything that you wanted to say?
Hey, Teacher Andy, no, I'm good, dude. I know it's your morning time and coming in here, we're good to go.
Okay. I see that my Fong wants to enter. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot. I am going to add, just for a quick second, to see what my phone might want to say. Be kind of a cool way to end this.
Yes.
My Feng, how are you?
Hello, teacher.
How
I'm
are you doing?
fine.
We're actually about to log off, but I wanted to yeah, I saw that you came in the waiting room, and I didn't want to ignore you. Um, I was just wondering, would you like to say anything about the IEG travel group?
Yes, I like group travelers.
You like traveling?
Yes, I like
Okay. And how long have you been kind of interacting with people from IEG Travel?
sorry, teacher, can you repeat?
Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, I got some in my throat. How long have you been a part of IEG Travel, the group?
Uh, I try travel, rough travel, uh, 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 about 3 months.
Okay, very good, very good. So guys, here's a person who's been part of the travel group for the last 3 months. I'm pretty sure. I think I have seen some posts from my Feng, and you know, interacting and developing as a group, and you know, someone who likes to travel. This is the place. This is the place to be, and this is the group to join. Um, so my Feng, I'm really glad that you logged in. We are actually just about ready to end this meeting because it's more of information, and you know, if you missed anything, you can look at the video and hear what we were talking about today. We didn't do any presentations. We didn't hear about any new places today, but we did talk about some information that people need to do. So thank you for logging on. Tim, you say that you've got nothing else to say.
If hey, teacher Andy, if you want to, head out and make me the host, I want to play RJ's video again because
Okay.
he clipped it and put it in his YouTube channel, his personal YouTube channel.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
Really nice. And it's
Okay.
specific. It's right on. He's talking to all web talkers to understand we're together in this. I'll play it tonight. Let it run for the hour that it is, and then log out.
Okay. Okay. So, guys, we are, I'm finishing up as far as the IEG travel stuff. So when you get to this point in the video, if this is the last information about IEG travel. But as Teacher Tim said, he's going to play a video of RJ's. RJ came and talked to us in a Zoom a Web Talk Live a few nights ago and gave us some great information. So IEG travelers, you should be listening to this because this is showing where this whole company, the whole site, everything is going. And being a part of this travel group, when I tell you that I'm excited and that I think that our goals of traveling for free are going to happen, yeah, I think so. And watching and listening to this video of RJ talking is a very smart thing for you to do. So yeah, Tim, I will put over the host.
Thanks, man.
Make you a host. Okay. And I'm going to log off, but everybody should listen to this. This is very important information. Or, if you want to watch the video where we were talking as IEG members, that is on my news feed and Tim's news feed and probably some other news feeds as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and listen to this, and I am about to log off.
Very good, dude. And here we go. We're going to screen share. And again, inside Web Talk, there is someone from 7 hours ago and part of IEG invited by the Clements clan. And 7 hours ago, good morning all. And what a day. Sun is shining. Woke up this morning to be greeted with this news feed. This is a great watch for any of you who are new to Web Talk. RJ breaks it down. It's only an hour out of your day and well worth it. And that is correct. So enjoy. This is RJ, the CEO of Web Talk. Right now we are Web Talk Live. He was listening to our Web Talk Live the other day and popped in unexpectedly and he shared. Let's put on the sound inside Zoom, share the computer sound, and I will mute my microphone here in Zoom. My Fong, you're more than welcome to stay here. You're one of those active IEG members. You're everywhere in Web Talk. And thank you, My Fong, for talking to Teacher Andy and developing your fifth skill, your confidence to be able to share what you love.
And wow, RJ is
Wow,
here.
MJ here. That's fantastic. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys? And gal.
Everything is okay. That's fantastic.
How you doing?
What? I saw this live streaming. It's almost midnight here. I'm still working, but I had actually caught you when you were talking about the last time I jumped in on your call. So, I figured, hey, why not circle back when I was done with my project that I was working on. So, I love that you guys are going hard, going strong. And I thought it might be good for your audience and your team to hear from this source to clear up some of the confusion I've heard go on tonight. So if you don't mind, I'd like to step in and, give a little feedback. Everybody good with that?
RJ, yes, thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for allowing me to kind of hijack your meeting tonight, but your live stream. But again, I've watched you guys really grow something special here, giving back to, the global community to help unite the communities around the world and connect them through language, I think is extremely empowering. It's a very great thing that you guys are doing. And I am honored that you're doing that on Web Talk. So let me start there. Free teaching to help people learn language is very powerful. So thank you guys for what you're doing. You're definitely changing the world, and I'm glad to be able to help you do that through our platform. So that being said, you guys talked about a bunch of stuff tonight. I left it on while I was working so I can listen to you. So I want to kind of cover a few quick things. Number one, let's talk about the money piece, because the money component is there to provide a source of income for all of you who are doing exactly what you're doing tonight. Teaching and training people how to use Web Talk, the benefits of Web Talk. So we don't have to spend the money in marketing and advertising and all that to do it. We give that money back to our members in exchange as rev share for teaching and growing and training new members and bringing those members in and showing them how to use the platform, right? So we've invested $10 million building our technology. And because of that, it is robust. There is a learning curve. You're going to have a learning curve as a new member, and that's to be expected. So, the people that aren't willing to put in the time and effort to figure it out initially on their own need some nourishment. They need help with, learning the tools and the value propositions and the benefits. And that comes from somebody that's invited them, showing them how to do that, right? Showing them the benefits and the perks of Web Talk and all the value propositions. So the rewards program is there as kind of a twofold. It's not only while you're there using it, you can make income from your engagement because of the rev share on the ad revenue that's generating or being generated from your usage. But then as you invite people, and they're using it, you're getting paid. So it behooves you to invite people and then also show them how to use the platform so they are engaging, so you are going to make money from them, right? So, and it's also important that everybody's sharing content, because content consumption in social networks is what drives the engagement. It's what drives the ad revenue, right? So if there's no content to be consumed and it's not quality content, then there isn't going to be ad revenue. Now, I'll give a great example of this. Facebook's doing around $6 billion per month in ad revenue. That's per month. And that's based on the eyeballs that are there consuming the content that's being created by the 2 billion users inside their platforms, right? So there's 2 billion people creating content. They're sharing photos of family. They're posting things about their work life. They're putting out funny videos for entertainment. There's 2 billion people creating content, and they're doing it for free. For free. Facebook is the largest unpaid workforce in the world. There is no other place where you can get that much content creation for free. So people create content and get paid for it as screenwriters, as graphic designers, as authors of books, as content creators for news articles. So the list goes on and on and on. Content creation has multiple careers where you can make money, except on Facebook, except on all their social media. You don't get paid for your content creation. So what we've done is we've taken, there's big companies that put out a lot of content and they hire bloggers, and then they got to hire or pay for advertising to bring people in. So we've basically turned social media users into micro publishers. So a big publisher would be an example of a Facebook or a Wall Street Journal that does content publishing for news, right? So a publisher is someone who puts out a lot of content, has a lot of traffic, and they monetize that traffic. That's a publisher. But if you go to an ad network today and try to say, hey, I'm a Facebook user, I've got 1,000 friends on Facebook, and my stuff gets 300 likes a day every time I post something, right? They're going to laugh you out the door trying to say, I want to put ads on it if you try to go to an advertiser, right? So your little bit of content that you're creating and a little bit of engagement isn't enough for them to see a value in it, but it's enough for us to see a value. It's enough to say, hey, you know what? If we can generate billions of dollars in advertising revenue from the conglomerate of all these micro publishers, then it has obviously value. There's a value to that. So the way our system works is very, very simple. We take 50% of our ad revenue every single month. We put it into a pool, and that pool is given away every month to all of our members. Now, how much you earn of that pool is completely up to you, because that pool is going to be given away. That money is going out no matter what. Somebody is getting that money. How much of that money you're getting is completely up to you. Now, I'll reiterate how this works. You earn points for your engagement, and you earn even more points for content creation that gets engagement. So if you put out good content, you put out content that took time, that's well crafted, good photos, good videos, good news articles or write-ups, things that people want to read, want to see, want to engage with, it's going to get more engagement. Not only that, but if people that you know and care about what you're sharing are following you on Web Talk, it's going to get more engagement, right? So just by getting followers that they're just racking up your follower numbers doesn't mean they're going to engage on anything that you're posting. You need real people who know you, who care about your content, who when they see it are going to engage with it, who are going to go to your filtered channels and your contact management to find you, right? People that want to know what you're talking about, want to see what you're sharing because they care about what you have to say. It's that kind of content that's going to get the most engagement, which is going to in turn get the most engagement points. And then those points are going to redeem for the most amount of cash. Now, referring people who just sign up and don't use the platform isn't going to earn you any money. It behooves you it benefits you greatly to be one-on-one with people who you know and get them signed up. Go to your friends, your family, your colleagues, right there in front of them, say, hey, go to webtalk.co, type in my username right there, click on your Facebook icon to instantly sign up with your Facebook account or your LinkedIn account. Takes all the guesswork out. When you're there, it literally takes 30 seconds to sign up, and it's free. Once you're there, you're automatically following me because you put in my username. So I'll connect with you. I'll see that you did that. And then I'll help you get started. I'll help you figure out your profile, start getting posting content, and work with these people one-on-one that you know, and get them engaged, walk them through the process. And if you do that one a day, just one a day, it literally will take you a minute to do this with each person. But if you do one a day over the course of a month, you have 30 referrals, right? But you have 30 referrals who have a warm contact inside of WebTalk already, who is going to be willing to follow your content. They're going to engage with your content. They're going to be more willing to post their content. And it's a duplicatable thing. It's something that they can go and do themselves. Hey, you know how I walked you through on your phone or on your iPad or on your computer, and it took you 30 seconds to, sign up, and it was all free? Now, I'm going to help you do that with your people that you know. All right. So by creating this duplicatable process, it makes WebTalk not only go viral so much faster, but it also enables more engagement and more revenue share. Now, the rewards pool, we have a minimum. We didn't want the rewards pool to show 0 every month at the start of the month, because that's what happens, right? Every month, it's a new month. So every single day, we have to, build up ad revenue that gets generated. And then by the end of the month, hopefully we've accrued thousands of dollars and eventually millions of dollars and hopefully billions of dollars in advertising revenue by the time we scale. So, but we didn't want each month to start off at 0. So what we did is we decided we were going to do a minimum, guaranteed minimum payout for the month based on the previous month's results. So that way each month doesn't start at 0. It has a bottom. The bottom is the minimum, right? So this month at the bottom's 4,000, then that's just the minimum. So once we've actually generated more than 8,000 in ad revenue, then we've hit that bottom 4,000 in payouts. So once it goes to 9,000, that 4,000 goes to 4,500. Once it goes to 10,000, that minimum goes to 5,000. Once we get to 20,000, the minimum goes to 10,000. So the minimum goes up in real time as the ad revenue increases. So the more engagement happens, all we're saying is, hey, we're jumpstarting the ad revenue. We're giving you a minimum payout. So we're guaranteeing that there won't be a goose egg for this month. And there's going to be some money going back. But the amount of actual money that gets paid out every single month is entirely up to all of you, and how much you use the platform and how much engagement is being created and how much, like, the content consumed and engagement creates ad impressions and ad clicks. Ad impressions and ad clicks are what actually fuel the ad revenue. So the more engagement that happens on content, the more ad impressions and more ad clicks, the more revenue that gets paid out. So that's how that all works. Now, with the 10% rev share as well on sales, that's an added kicker. So right now, 50% of our ad revenue goes out to our member base every single month. The kicker is the additional rev streams on our premium subscriptions, which we have available now, marketplace, travel, all the things that we have coming in the future. These are things that we're saying, look, this is what's happening right now. Facebook is an ad platform, and they generate solely on ad revenue. LinkedIn does ad revenue and subscription revenue. Our subscriptions are very competitive to LinkedIn, and 50% of LinkedIn's multi-billion-dollar revenues, I think they're doing about $2 billion a month in revenue. 50% of that, or about $1 billion a month, is from their subscriptions. So you look at companies like YouTube that has a subscription. You can subscribe to remove ads on YouTube for $10 a month. You can subscribe to remove ads on Spotify or on any of these platforms. you can subscribe for premium features on LinkedIn, as well as many other platforms. You know, subscriptions are a commonplace thing. So we are putting our most valuable features, including removing ads, in our subscriptions. And anybody who wants to opt into upgrading and supporting us and becoming a customer and getting all those features, you know, there's a benefit to that. The benefit is we are going to extend your referral rewards from just your direct referrals through 5 levels if you are one of the first 1 million to bring us a customer or become a customer. So we have both the customer bonus or an affiliate bonus, but they're the same bonus. You just can qualify it for 2 different ways. Customer bonus means just by becoming a customer, we increase your commission plan for the rewards program, or by bringing us a customer as an affiliate, because that's what affiliates do. And by the way, statistically, 70% of all online sales are driven through affiliate links. 70%. That's huge. We're talking 70% of over $1 trillion of online transactions globally. So $700 billion worth of transactions are driven through affiliate links, right? So people that grab an affiliate link, share a product, promote it, whether it's through an influencer, through social media, through email, through text message, affiliates driving traffic is nothing new. It's somebody that's saying, hey, I'm going to share this product with my link and I'm going to get a kickback from the sale of that product. Well, that's exactly what happens when you share your WebTalk links or you invite people to join WebTalk. So when they sign up, you are an affiliate for WebTalk. So when they're generating revenue, we aren't giving you a one-time commission. We're giving you residuals for the rest of the life of that customer or that referral. So every time they make a purchase, they're part of your book of business. There is no other company in the world that is offering this. A book of business that provides residual recurring income for the rest of your life and the rest of your customers' usage on WebTalk. So, and it's 100% free. So our product that we put $10 million into, we have 4 patents pending on. It's so powerful because it's all for free. Now, if you do want to support us and become an early subscriber, because we know and we understand that our subscriptions, they do have value by removing ads. They do have value by messaging members with that are non-connections, by using spotlight posts, by using all these things. We understand that there is a lot of value already, but we also understand that the value of those features increases exponentially when the network grows exponentially. When there's more people to reach, then the value of pro features increases, right? So we understand that, and that's why the first 1 million customers or the first 1 million people to bring us a customer are going to be the ones that get this commission plan, because in a sense, you're helping us crowdfund the company. You're helping us grow because we take 50% of what's left and we use that to launch new revenue streams and new products. Some things that are free, some things that are going to be paid services, but all benefit the entire community as a whole. So we as a business have to make money. Now, I want to talk about some other things here too, because there's some important value propositions. When people talk about scams or pyramid schemes, the legal definition of a pyramid scheme is joining an organization and getting paid for others joining the organization when there's no products or services being sold. That is a pyramid scheme. So if you look at Amway or Avon or Mary Kay or Nikin or any of these multi-billion-dollar network marketing companies, they are micro franchise companies. That's what they are. You are getting paid for recruiting new micro franchisees who are going to create an organization and sell products for that business. And you'll earn overrides on their sales. So they're actual physical products being sold. So when people talk about network marketing or MLM companies, they're doing it in a negative way because they think it's associated with Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes where there's actually no products or services being sold or rendered. And knowing the difference is extremely important, because if there is a micro franchisee opportunity, like getting an opportunity to buy a McDonald's franchise, someone came to you and said, hey, normally this McDonald's franchise costs $1 million just to buy the franchise, plus it's another $500,000 in startup costs. Plus, you've got for all your inventory, plus you've got to go and find your location now and do all of your real estate research and do all that. So by the time you're all in, you could be about $2 million all in to start a McDonald's franchise before you make a cent, 1 cent, right? So when you go to a business that wants you to, sell their products for them as a franchisee, you have to put in some significant investments. When you go to network marketing companies, typically you have to invest, but not that much. Typically you have to invest in their training kits, their startup packages, all those things where they can be $500 to $5,000 out the gate. We didn't want to be a network marketing company. We wanted to be a social network that was better than everything else, a platform that consolidates and gives control back to our members. And no matter who you are, whether you're using it for personal, professional, or business use, there's a value through contact management, communication management, all that. But we wanted our rewards program to be a true rewards program, but with the benefits of a multi-level comp plan, right? A multi-level comp plan is the only way that the small person that isn't a professional marketer or celebrity or influencer can make a significant amount of money online. It's truly the only way. We looked at it. We found there was no alternative. We wanted to give our members, all of our members, the opportunity to make enough money to be able to walk away from their jobs, from just promoting us and growing us. But there was no other way other than doing a multi-level commission plan. There just wasn't. So if you look at, an affiliate, for example, if you were a professional affiliate selling subscriptions, and this is how LinkedIn grew, and Match.com also grew this way too. So they used professional affiliates and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. Our subscription on LinkedIn is $50 a month. What we're going to do is we're going to pay you 100% of the first month as an affiliate. So you'll get a one-time commission of $50 for every new subscriber you bring us. So an affiliate that knows a lot of people that could use this, they'd build a landing page for it and send all the potential users there. And if they signed up, then you got a $50 one-time check. So LinkedIn started paying all these checks out to affiliate marketers. Now, if you could do, 1,000 new subscribers in a month, that's $50,000 you can make bringing 1,000 new customers in, right? In a month. So I'm like, okay, well, that's great. But these affiliate marketers, they do email marketing, they do SMS marketing, they're, doing social media marketing. So they're going to invest probably $20,000 or $30,000 in total time and physical cash costs into making $50,000. So an affiliate is going to spend a lot of money up front to get those customers, right? So the everyday person can't do that. The everyday person can really probably bring one person a day, like casually, comfortably with everything else going on in their life can probably do that. So knowing that and understanding that, we had to build a commission plan that can pay the equivalent to somebody who can make $50,000 in a month, bringing in, 1,000 customers a month. But do it to where those 1,000 customers were coming in through multiple levels, not direct, but can come in through 5 levels of referrals. So if you could bring, 5 people, and they can bring 5 people, and they can bring 5 people, and they can bring 5 people, right? So you're going to end up with more than 1,000 customers by the time you get down through 5 levels. So that was the way for allow our members who could get to 1,000 customers who can make that. But instead of paying 100% of the first month, you get 10% residual recurring forever. So that takes it from a one-time check to a book of business that is going to be with you forever. That's yours. It is literally a business. So we're going, as we expand and grow Web Talk, your book of business, you'll be able to sell it if you want, like a business. You'll be able to will it and give it to your family members if you want to, if you pass. So we are going to be growing and establishing this thing as an asset that you will have forever. So by the mere fact that all of you are on here today that are seeing this and participating in and growing it, you have the biggest opportunity that the world has ever seen at your fingertips. Because if Facebook went to you today and went to the world and said, hey, we're making $7 billion and we'd like to start from scratch and do it all over again and pay $3.5 billion back to our members for helping us grow every single month, you know, how much of that do you want to own? How much of that do you want to have, you know, a piece of? You know, that's the biggest thing, right? So I guarantee you everybody on Facebook will be like, yeah, I want a piece. I want, yeah, sure, help me. Give me some of that free money, right? So that was the general overall concept here was, okay, well, that's what we're doing. We are starting over, but over the last 20 years that Facebook's been in existence, they've been investing billions and billions and billions of dollars into their technology. So over the last 10 years that we've been developing, we're not only developing our own custom technology to compete with them and consolidate other technologies, but we're also keeping up with the bar that's being set by the competition. That's an ever-growing bar, right? Because every month that they're, you know, adding new products and enhancing their products. So we have to not only, you know, bring up the standard and keep the bar maintained, but then we have to create our competitive features over here, right? And then on top of that, we also have over here, you know, on this side, our whole monetary platform. And then over here, we have our whole affiliate system. So we have a whole fintech platform. We have a whole affiliate system. We have like an all-in-one social network. We have contact management. We have social syndication. We have a very, very robust platform that has a lot of value. And we've done it as a small startup in St. Petersburg, Florida, right? And we've done it bootstrapped, raising $10 million from our friends and family. We've done it without giving up control of venture capital. We've done it so we could still maintain the model that we want to have, which is, you know, basically our faith-based views of giving back to the world, of building a community that's going to help the world create more success. Tools to help create stronger relationships, and those stronger relationships are going to lead to more happiness, more success in careers, more success in businesses. And then as we grow, we share our success with our members and then give 10% back to charities as well. So we want to be able to use this time in our lives, not to make a living, but to make a new world, right? To dedicate the time that we have to being able to say, all right, there's a lot of crap going on in the world right now, and it seems to be like compounding. It seems like we're getting more and more divided as a world than ever before. And it's a scary and sad thing when humans who are here and under God says, help each other, right? Help each other, have love, have peace, you know, look out for each other, and, you know, things will be all well. And you see through time and time again, through the longest history in peace, peace comes through strength, right? Strength of unity. Strength of unity is how you have peace. When you divide people, you don't have that strength anymore. That strength goes away, and then you have conflict. When there's conflict, happiness is no longer up here, right? So by giving the world a medium to share, build, and strengthen relationships, to have something to look forward to say, all right, do the same thing you're already doing at these other platforms. Be good and kind to people at the same time coming here, please. Yeah, and you know, share, connect, and build your relationships, build your careers, but at the same time, help us make the world better, right? Help us help you improve your life, help improve the lives of the people you care about, help us help those who are less fortunate, and you know, help the world really bring up the lowest common denominator, right? So in the military, they teach you you're only as strong as your weakest link, right? You never leave a man behind. And in the world, you know, there is, and I put this in my profile too on WebTalk, but you know, I believe there needs to be a floor to the bottom, right? You can't just let people go to their graves. You can't say, hey, I'm going to be selfish and be in for myself. There's a time where you look at these now, I think 5,000 people, I think they're billionaires now, worldwide known billionaires. So you look at these billionaires who have spent, you know, $500 million on a yacht and, you know, $300 million on a painting, when there are people who are struggling to feed themselves. It's disgusting. To me, it is disgusting. I think people who work their butts off to make a good living should have a good living. But at the same time, what is the purpose of having all that wealth and being such a nasty consumer? And yes, while buying a yacht does provide jobs, the people who are building the yacht, you know, the people who are mining the oil to fuel it and all that does provide jobs. But is it necessary? Could you use that money to create new businesses that will provide more jobs that are lasting jobs? Could you use that money to donate to a charity to create nonprofit jobs that are going to also be long-term and giving? Like $400 million on a yacht could really go a long way with a charity for paying somebody, you know, $2,000 a month to provide for their families while at the same time they're doing God's work, right? So, and it's also not going to pollute the planet. So there's a lot of things to be said about how people spend their money. Now, this is very, very important to me because I went to India last year, and I went to Mumbai, and you know, I see a lot of beautiful architecture in some places, and then it backs up to like ruins, buildings that are literally just rumbled like they got hit with a bomb. And I couldn't understand how there's a brand new Starbucks that nobody goes into across the street from the hotel I was staying in, but in between the block from my hotel to the Starbucks I found in Mumbai, there was feces and garbage in the streets. The streets were all tore up in rubble. The power lines were like hanging down. Buildings were collapsed. And then, you know, behind my hotel, which was on the water there in Mumbai, the beach was just full of trash and glass. And then I go through what would have been probably, I guess, the slums there in Mumbai. And in the middle of the slums is some billionaire's like $2 billion skyscraper that he has as a house in the middle of the slums. Right. So I see what's happening where people are number one, we need to even, doesn't matter how rich or poor we are, we still need to take care of our world, right? That's the first lesson here is we need to take care of each other. And that also starts with taking care and taking personal responsibility over our planet, cleaning up the mess, reducing pollution, helping people. So I want to make sure that with you as all as teachers and teaching English and helping each other, part of the communication also needs to be, we need a planet that we can live in and our siblings can live in and our offspring can live in for generations to come. Because if we keep killing off the planet, right, that's not going to happen. So the next thing is that just because you have it doesn't mean that others aren't deserving. And that's another big lesson to be learned, I think, from a lot of people that have made their way up or inherited their way up or whatever. They just don't want to give back either on the way up or once they get there. So I know in Silicon Valley, there's been a lot of entrepreneurs who have taken the donation pledge. I know Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, they all pledged to donate 99% of their wealth when they die. Right? It's part of their will. It goes off, so it's not going to get handed down through multiple generations. But I mean, for Mark Zuckerberg, who's like, I don't know, 34, I think, something like that. I mean, that's a long time from now. And so there's a lot that can be done in between. And, he's done some goodwill, but very little. And Jeff Bezos has not even taken the pledge and says he's not going to. He's just going to take his money and keep investing it in rockets to compete with, SpaceX. Elon Musk, again, Elon Musk has been probably my biggest, I don't know, I guess, not mentor, but, somebody who I've looked up to as the risk taker and the person who's trying to change the world the most and make the world better. So he does a lot of charity work and gives back. So I think from a personal responsibility point of view, I bring all this up because this community that we're building is part of that mission. It's part of helping to make the world better. And it's also part of helping to educate the world about what needs to happen. Not only are we trying to create stronger relationships and bond people together and not bring them apart, but at the same time, we need to look at where we're living today. And, do we want the world to be better when we leave it, or do we want it to continue to be on the decline? Now, there's a few topics tonight that are off subject that I really want to discuss with everybody. And I think it's kind of a critical point because with COVID-19 shutting down a lot of businesses or minimizing occupancy, creating a lot of job loss around the world, and there's a lot of uncertainty. There is one thing that is absolutely certain is that technology businesses have actually grown because of this, right? The technology industry is how people are doing business. It's how they're connecting. It's how they're making their living. This is the future. WebTalk is the future. There is no other company that has invested what we've invested into building better technology to serve the home-based businesses and the at-home professionals, right? And the people, the freelancers, the micro businesses. That's really the biggest market segment that we can give a lot of value to, because, as I said last week, WebTalk has value personally for personal networking, professional networking, and for business contact management and running small business. But the person who's going to benefit the most is the person that falls into all three categories. Yeah, all three. If you use personal networking, you use professional networking, and you have a small business, WebTalk consolidates all of that for you. And that's the micro businesses, because we all use all three. We do. I mean, you have to today. You have to, kind of segregate your relationships on multiple platforms. You have to then take your communication offline to multiple platforms. Your contacts are all over the place on multiple platforms. So it's become a cumbersome task. And that's the entire purpose of why we built WebTalk, was to consolidate, organize, and syndicate. So you have like a dashboard to manage everything, because that's the problems that we're here to solve. So in this new era, literally our timing is impeccable. It's absolutely impeccable, because I couldn't foresee this happening. I couldn't see the world going into their homes and not going out and doing everything from home and building all the relationships digitally. But what I did see is where I thought the market would be by 2030. And I'm going to share that vision with you today. So I'm not sure how much of it is going to still exist now with COVID happening and everything else. But by 2030, I saw the next revolution of device. iPhone was a game changer in 2007 when the iPhone was released. Nobody thought this was going to become as mainstream as it is today. But believe it or not, there was some technologists who said as early as the 1950s, one day people are going to be walking around with a microcomputer in their pockets and they're going to be connected to the world. But they were looked at in 1950 as, what are you talking about? You're insane, right? So, Elon Musk, for 20 years, he's been saying, we need to colonize Mars. We need to turn the moon into a launching station. And, before he even thought about doing, SpaceX. And here he is. He's created the first reusable rocket and, flying our own government NASA employees, up to the space station. So the first space flight. So what was thought to be inconceivable happens, right? And it happens because people put the energy and the focus into making it happen. They just don't let it go. And luckily, if someone runs out of time in their life, there's normally, if it's a good idea and it's a good vision, normally someone will pick up on it and continue it on to the next generation. So in our case, I truly believe that augmented reality is the next iPhone. I think as soon as augmented reality glasses, right now there's Microsoft HoloLens, there's Magic Leap, there's a bunch of competitors, but as soon as these big goggles become sleek glasses, sunglasses or reading glasses, as soon as they become stylish to wear in your face, I believe they will become just as popular as an iPhone or even more popular. Because in these glasses, you can have any size screen you want. It just will come up in front of you and you can expand it like you would, a regular screen. You can even turn it into a movie theater and make it, the size of a movie theater screen if you want to. So you can have any size screen that you want through AR, and you could do much more with AR as that technology advances and hardware technology grows. So where I saw the future going with that is, imagine walking around with glasses that have cameras all the way around it, and it's constantly absorbing data, an influx of data, and it's reading people as you're outside. It's saying, boom, there's facial recognition. Here's that person. Here's their social profile. But every single person is either going to be somebody or a prospect, and what value proposition, who are they? Like, all that's going to happen, right? Transparency into people is going to happen. There's no way around it. I mean, China's already got it, but they don't give it to the everyday person. The government just controls it. But and our government does it too. They do facial recognition on cameras. I think almost every major government's doing it now. But that technology is not, and that data is not available to the everyday person. But imagine if it was, and that's where it's going. So in public, people are going to wear glasses, and those glasses are going to tell you who these people are as you're walking by, and they're going to have their profiles. So every single person in the world is going to need a contact management system to manage all these people. Like, what are you going to do with them? Like, you can't forget who they are, right? You have to log them somehow. You're never going to be able to remember. It's going to have to be remembered for you. So you're going to need a way to say, oh, all right, I like to, make this a personal connection or make this a professional connection, and start bucketing these people as you're looking at them and adding notes, giving them tags, things that you remember what they were doing, putting it all in there, and then adding that to your contact manager and set it and forget it. So then one day you'll be like, oh, you know what? I did see this person drinking coffee at the coffee shop. And I remember when I looked at their profile that they did sales at this organization, right? So you probably put coffee into the notes, right? So then you go and type coffee, and sure enough, there's that person pops up from that company that you're thinking about. So that's how the brain works, right? The brain doesn't recall specific like names or faces right away. The brain recalls events, like a trigger event, like this happened at this location, or this is what they were doing, right? So it recalls events. And that's why people use phones. So like when you add a new contact in your phone, you'll typically say, oh, I met this person here, right? Or whatever event-based description you'll add to your phone. So that's where, in our contact manager, when you add a connection, that's where that comes from. Adding those tags and adding notes is from being able to quickly add those events so you can recall those contacts and search later. So that's where I saw the market going. By 2030, I saw AR becoming mainstream, and everybody in the world needing a contact manager for all these people that you're going to want to be storing, that you're seeing, your networking events, beaches, grocery stores, wherever, that you're going to be recording this data set, and it's going to become this virtual world. So that's where the contact manager behind the social network came into play. Is let's build the social network of the future, and let's start building it on existing technologies and prepare to use this same exact database for new hardware as it advances and grows. So we could take WebTalk to, from as a web app, and then launch mobile apps, which are coming this summer, as you all know. And then next we'll be launching into AR. So, but with our mobile apps, it'll be cool because you'll be able to do very similar things where you'll be able to eventually just take photos and then store people in your contacts based on a photo. So it'll work similar to what AR will do. So we'll start building all that technology into the mobile apps as we grow this thing. So I just want everybody to know here on this call tonight that WebTalk isn't just what you see today, even though it is already a lot. WebTalk is going to be the future of relationship management for everybody. It's going to be powered on every single device, and relationship management is the starting point of every transaction in the world, right? Every transaction. So you go to friends and family and colleagues for advice. You go to them for your next career opportunity. You go to them, for product recommendations. You go to them for pretty much everything, right? So you look for, when you're hiring a service provider, everything. So with online sales, the first thing people will do is look at reviews, right? Everybody here, I'm sure, how many of you base your purchases online on reviews? Show of hands, anybody? Yeah, all right. So when you base your money that you're going to spend on digital content that's posted up saying these are the reviews on that content, how do you know that is legitimate? How do you know that those aren't paid or fake reviews? Right? Well, Amazon combats that by saying, oh, well, we have 10,000 reviews. So 10,000 reviews can't be fake. Right? So that's how we base this versus 5 reviews or 7 reviews or whatever when you go on Google reviews. So Amazon tries to use the quantity aspect to validate the reviews, but they still also don't vet the reviews. So if you want to hire a company in China or India to say, I launched a new product, now I'm going to pay you all to order this product and leave me a 5-star review, and I'll give you all the money to order the products, how do you know at this point then that there isn't 1,000 5-star reviews because they paid for them, right? And moved up that rank, and the product really isn't worth 5 stars, but you just spent $100 on it. So that is the issue. So how we're planning to solve that is we're using this relationship engine to build up a recommendation platform. You recommend your peers who are recommended and verified show up first in the search engine. And then as you start shopping for service providers, freelancers, for products and services, the top rated and recommended products and services from your network, people who you know and trust, will show up first. Now, when you're doing your online shopping, your due diligence is done for you. When you're doing your online hiring, your due diligence is done for you. It is trusted data, and that all comes from relationships. People who you know and trust, people who are going to be, who you respect and admire in a specific area. Somebody who does lawn care for a living, they own a big company, you trust them, they have integrity, that they're going to do good work, but you're looking for somebody, for, I don't know, something in the similar industry, or used to have a lawn care business, whatever, and they know somebody good in the industry today. Well, you're going to go to them first, right? Because you want a good service. You want a good accountant, same thing. You're going to go to, your friends who are, are successful in life. Who do you use for your accounting? So you want to know from successful people, and people who have been there and done that, who to use, because they've already weeded through all the bad people. They've already weeded through all the bad products. They've already weeded through all the bad services, and once they've weeded through them all, then they found their success, right? Because it takes going through multiple failures and screw ups and costly mistakes to finally create your success. But what if you can skip that and just go directly to the people who've already created success and get that information from them, right? And the problem is that there's so much information out there today. There's a lot of people that have made success that are trying to give, like, oh yeah, here's my review. I'm doing this. I've already created success. This was great. And there are legitimate reviews and ratings and recommendations out there, but there's also so many out there that aren't legit that it dilutes them, right? It's hard to decipher what's good and what's bad. So it's a hit or miss sometimes, right? You'll go and you'll hire somebody, or you'll buy a product, and sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes the reviews are all right. Sometimes it's like, what the heck were they talking about? Because this is garbage. Like, I got to send this back now, or whatever. But the point is that you never know. It's still a hit or miss. You're still, risking your time, your money, and your relationships over, bad decisions. So our goal is to be able to, at the end of development of WebTalk, provide a platform that gives everybody the ability to make better decisions, and hopefully narrow the research and due diligence curve that allows people to make better decisions in shorter period of time. And when that happens, the world will evolve a lot faster. Imagine if hiring somebody, the average time goes from 6 months to 6 days, right? Because you get enough applicants and then all the due diligence is there. I mean, how much faster could a small business scale? Now, if you look at a big company like that has 5,000 employees versus a startup that has 5 employees, how much more research and due diligence on hiring can a big company do versus somebody with 5 employees? Right? They have huge HR departments that are going to do like long-term background checks, psychological checks. They're going to do all types of stuff to research people before they hire them for a job. But a startup doesn't have all those luxuries. A startup can't do all that. They can do a quick background check and they just go on a recommendation typically. Or if they don't have a recommendation, they're going through a job post and taking the first available because they need somebody. They need somebody fast. So, you know, and people need jobs fast. So they end up hiring fast to fill a need fast, and they take a lot of risks doing that. So startups aren't on the same playing field as big business because big business has the money and the time to screen and do the research. Startups do not. That's why most startups fail. Startups fail because they don't have enough time in research and cash to do everything that's needed to succeed, nor do they have the wherewithal half the time to understand that these are the things that are needed. So if we're going to a digital world of freelancers and solopreneurs and startups and small business and people working from home, if we are moving to this world, this is a world that's going to need due diligence on demand. It's going to need research and trust on demand. It's going to need web talk, period. It is going to need a platform where people have trusted relationships that can help guide them through life and create more success. That's it. So I'll close with that.
Hey, RJ, thank you so much. And let's get Teacher Andy in here, but we know it's past midnight for the both of you.
Yeah, it's 12:30 here.
Yeah, man. Teacher Andy, you want to step in just to say something to RJ?
Hey, just thanks a lot for dropping by. It's kind of funny that we were talking about the last time that you dropped by, and Osama was talking about it, and I really do appreciate taking the time to talk to this group, talk to the people that are on right now, and then just this whole group of people with IEG that's going to listen to this and kind of see your vision and see where Web Talk is headed. It's incredible to be able to say, look, this is the CEO. He's talking about what we've been trying to get out to the world and show the world, where this is all going, and, listening to people talk. And you said that you were listening, and just listening to people talk all the time, talking about how Web Talk is changing their lives. And we haven't even gotten to an app yet. We haven't even gotten out of beta, and people are saying it's starting to change my life. And, to see where your vision is going and hear that from you it's absolutely incredible. And I really do appreciate you taking the time to stop by and give us that. I appreciate that.
It was my pleasure. And thanks for, all of your support. I know you guys have been here for at least a year now. I think right now you've been maybe over a year.
Yeah, about 2.5 years.
Yeah. So you've been here a long time.
Yeah.
While we've been building this product out. So thank you for all of your long-term support.
And the thing is I have to also shout out all the people that are in the group that have helped us get to where we are as a group. It's not myself. I mean, it's everybody in this group working together and, sharing ideas and sharing information and growing and talking and interacting. And so, our group is pretty powerful because everybody is putting something into it. Bahri said it earlier, if you're in it, go in it and go hard. And I really do think that a lot of people in our group are doing that. And it's really showing by our growth and by, our interaction and what people are getting out of it. So, I have to shout out everybody that's been a part of this, because it isn't just one or two of us. It's every single person is doing incredible things, every day to support us and to support you and your vision as well.
I appreciate it greatly. You and your team that's here. So
it's awesome. It's awesome.
And hopefully I can enlighten the mood a little bit tonight. So, I saw you guys are having some debates going on with some of the issues, and you know what? You can't let it get on you. Don't let the weight get you, because there's going to be naysayers no matter what you do in life, right? You can't get around people that are going to be like that. And, we all know that WebTalk is here to stay, that we are trying to build a platform to help the world and to stay positive, because, Rome wasn't built in a night. Facebook took 20 years to get to where they are today. In fact, LinkedIn is like the miraculous survival story, because LinkedIn was struggling for many, many years, almost a decade, as they built product, but they finally built enough product that gave them the value proposition that they have today. And now they have, like 600 million users on LinkedIn. So, LinkedIn is one of those late bloomer success stories, and, trying to find their market niche and really dive into the professional world. So, some of these things do take time. And, we, as you said earlier, I think everybody just needs to realize that it's going to take that a little extra attention when you're trying to, if you're really focusing on the rewards program and the affiliate program. It's going to take the attention of creating really good content. It's going to take the attention of helping train the people you refer on how to use WebTalk, because otherwise it's not duplicatable, right? At this stage, as we continue to grow, we're going to continue to automate that with software as much as possible to make it easier, right? That's our goal, right? So over the coming months and years, just onboarding is going to be super seamless, multiple videos, so we'll continually invest in more training tools. So it'll be an automated process. But until, all that happens, and even with those tools, it still is a big benefit to be able to create that warm introduction and the warm training, and to do a call like this with every single person that you invite. If you're not in person, I would do a Zoom for every single person you want to invite. Give them a demo, say, all right, this is what we're going to do. You share your screen, and I'm just going to show you what to do, and we'll go step by step. That's it. If you do that, I guarantee you'll have, if you spend 15 minutes with each person, you'll have way more success if you do this once a day. 15 minutes once a day with one person, that's a warm relationship. And if you're really trying to build up your ad rewards and your book of business as an affiliate, then that's what it's really going to take. And that's a very easy duplicatable thing. And Zoom is free. So if you want to start at the base level for one-on-one stuff. So a tool like this, or Google Meet is also another free tool. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but very, very cool basic tools that help you do a virtual demo and walkthrough. But that's my strongest recommendation. So, the people who say no right now or try to give you some excuse why not to do it, just move on, right? Don't let it get you in, because those are the people that have an excuse for everything in life. And those are the people that are going to complain once they watch everybody else create success, and then be like, oh, I passed on this opportunity. And they're going to tell the story to everybody how they passed once they see everybody become successful around them. So you have to understand there are those people. So there's the people that are the early birds that get there, they see opportunity, and they jump on the opportunity. And they're the ones that create the most success, right? In investments, no matter where you are, what you're doing, the people who take the least amount of risk have the least reward. People who take the most amount of risk have the most reward, right? So without risk, there is no reward. That's just the way it is. So some people aren't willing to take the risk. They're not willing to even risk their time if that's all they're risking. And it's sad, but it's true. So you can't help those people. And I just want everybody to know that, like, if you're really just starting off in this and you're not knowledgeable or formidable in affiliate marketing or referral marketing, really it just comes down to, hey, it's free. The product's great. There's an opportunity to make a significant amount of money. It'll take me a few minutes to get you on board and get you started. Let's do a free call right now. Like, I'm going to go on Zoom. Here's the link. Let me show you how to do it. If you like it, great. Keep doing it. If not, hey, maybe you check in once in a while with me and see what I'm posting and just, all that. But you don't have to be an affiliate. You can just use the social platform. So, those are the things, and say, hey, come try it out. But then now you start building up follower base, and you start getting your referrals there, and they're already locked in underneath you. So that's really what you want, is you want to be able to start building up every single person that you know in real life and bringing them to Web Talk, because eventually they will come, and some of them may not be underneath you when they do come. But you want to be able to try to walk them through. So I just want to get that message out. Don't worry about people who are naysayers and are negative. And if you want to create more success, then take action daily and do something duplicatable so they can do the same.
And there he is, the CEO of Your Web Talk, RJ. What a beautiful discussion, share session. He popped into a Web Talk Live. Solopreneurs, talked about many different things, many levels of where Web Talk is taking humanity. And we had Teacher Arsh, we had Mr. Web Talk, Teacher Andy, Teacher Bari, we had Coach Lutza there, listening, creating exactly what RJ was sharing. We as teachers have an opportunity to develop humanity, and to develop humanity how? By listening to their dreams, listening to their visions, their interests, their passion. And that is how they will create a living. The opportunity is Web Talk. It's Technology Talk Thursday, everyone. In the next 24 hours, TGIF, the 21st Century to Give in Full. We are live. Enjoy wherever you are in the world. This is Teacher Tim, Teacher Andy, and to IEG and the Web Talkers of the incredibly passionate and, on the other side of duality, compassionate club of over 65 countries. Mahalo.